afternoon. You don't want to wait, do
You
you?
don't want to wait.
I have another class from noon. I'll be in the
noon.
office after 2, though.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So, can I come by around 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, another thing is you might need to talk to somebody in the administration office about the situation. So maybe you should come as early as possible. Then you could have time to go to the offices if you need it.
All right, then I'll be there at 2. Thank you for making time for me on such short notice.
No problem. See you this afternoon.
Professor Phillip, I was hoping that I could come and talk. Looking back on things now, it seems so simple, but it must...
McCallum Center.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk...
Good afternoon. Well, as we talked about last Thursday, movement is a major characteristic of animals. This movement is a result of the contraction of muscles, and the skeleton helps transmit that movement. Today, I'd like to discuss our body's muscles, bones, and joints in more detail. As you can see in the illustration in Chapter 4 in the textbook, Under the Skin, human bodies are covered with a lot of muscles. Under these muscles, we have bones of many different shapes and sizes. These bones are connected with joints, which are also of several different types. Now, let's start with muscles. We can group muscles into 3 types. Can anyone name these 3 types? Yes?
Yes. There are 3 main types of muscles in our body. One is skeletal muscle, the second type is smooth muscle, and the third is the specialized muscle tissue of the heart, called cardiac muscle.
Very good, Betty. The first type of muscle is called by another name, too. What is it? And why? Anyone?
Skeletal muscle is also called voluntary muscle, because it can be consciously controlled. I mean, we can move it when we want to.
Excellent. Then, how many skeletal muscles in the human body? John?
Let's see, about 300? But the number can change, though, can't it? I mean, say by exercising and stuff.
And with that view, you're missing half of our body. Anyone else?
It has about 600 skeletal muscles, I believe.
Actually, there are approximately 650 skeletal muscles in the human body, which differ in size and shape according to the jobs they do. Also, contrary to popular belief, the number of these muscles cannot be increased through exercise. The muscle can only get bigger, not more numerous. Well, these skeletal muscles are attached either directly to bones or indirectly, that is, via tendons. Okay, how about their movement? George, can you explain how they work?
Certainly. They work in opposing pairs. One muscle in the pair contracts, while the other relaxes.
Yes, that's right. Controlled movement of the limbs indeed relies on coordinated relaxation and contraction of opposing muscles. For example, to raise the forearm, the biceps, a 2-rooted muscle, contracts and shortens, while the triceps, a 3-rooted muscle, relaxes. And the reverse occurs when the forearm is lowered. This intricate coordination produces body movements as diverse as walking, playing tennis, threading a needle, you name it. And of course a whole array of our facial expressions too. Okay. Then you may guess by now what the name for the other 2 types of muscles is. Yes?
The second and third types of muscles are both called involuntary, because they are not under voluntary control. What that means is we can't move them at will.
Good. Smooth muscles, the second type, occur in the walls of internal body organs and perform actions such as forcing food through the intestines, contracting the womb in childbirth, and pumping blood through the blood vessels. Of course, cardiac muscle can't be voluntary either, okay? Then let's move on to bones and joints. Bones. They form the body's hard, strong, skeletal framework. Does anyone know what bones are chiefly composed of? Yes?
Well, bones are composed chiefly of calcium, phosphorus, and, let's see, a fibrous substance known as collagen.
Excellent. And bones meet at joints. These joints are also of several different types. Can someone name an example of them?
The hip is a ball and socket joint that allows the femur, or thigh bone, a wide range of movement. Finger joints, on the other hand, are simple hinge joints that allow only bending and straightening, but not rotating. That would be weird if they did, though. Anyway, these are some examples.
Precisely. As you can see in the diagram on page 178, joints are held in place by bands of tissues called ligaments. Movement of joints is facilitated by the smooth hyaline or glass-like cartilage that covers the bone ends and by the special membrane that lines and lubricates the joint. I'm quite pleased that you prepared very well for the class today. Keep at it. We've covered the material quite thoroughly. If you don't have any questions, that's all for today. Okay? I'll see you all again Thursday. Oh, don't forget the reading assignment for next class, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, as we talked about last Thursday, movement is a